We're all jam-packed into the car. Curtis flew in this morning, went right to the sale ring. We did I did some videos.
Don't forget about
Maddie? So, Curtis and Cam flew in this morning. I had some videos done. We've put in 9 hours and 46 minutes. That's what we put in. My feet are sore. How you doing? My feet are sore. And I'll tell you one thing, that is a full day right there. These guys put in lots of hours too, and Amy and I, we were there at 8 o'clock, were we not?
8:30.
8:30, so still 9 hours and 17 minutes of straight walking, talking, and doing videos. We got a ton done. I got almost every horse I wanted to get done for day 1 and 2. I got a real good idea of what we're looking at, what we're interested in, and where we're going to go. Put it down left here. I thought it was a curl around. So tomorrow morning, we have a lot going on also with Curtis and Cam and Mark McKelvey, who was almost in the front with us a second ago. We are going to be doing the show from the pavilion. Did you see where they were putting us yet?
Yeah.
Is it sufficient? Looks good?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Should be fine.
So we're doing the show from the pavilion. We want to do some interviews with some consigners, maybe get some drivers and trainers on to talk also just about the sale in general. But more importantly, to give you guys updates of what we're doing, how we're doing it, how the sale's going for us. Couldn't ask for a much better start. Yeah, I guess you could have. We had 2 winners last night at Mohawk, Swinging Senorita. Got a good chunk of the money last night and raced very, very good in doing it. Now, the fairs this week were not our friend. Coshocton Fair did not agree with the stable.ca at all. You know, somebody just messaged me and said, why was Jason McGinnis driving One Mission? Well, there was no drivers. That's the problem. Sometimes later in the season, you know, this is Lexington. A lot of the people are here. A lot of the people are racing. And when you go to these fairs 2 hours away in some sort of obscure area, there's not a lot of drivers there. And yesterday, Luke didn't have any luck with our horses. Jason went down today. Donnie Irvine, I believe, drove Columbus. Track was pretty slow too, as he went 2.8. And then Jason said, Anthony, you know, I don't know who's here that can go with Mission. So Jason, all we need is a flat line. You drive him. Do the best you can do. And it didn't work out, but that's the way it is. He's got a stake race next week. I think he's got 1, if not 2 more races for this season, and then he's all done. This is the time of year where we start winding down the 2-year-olds, and except for the ones that are just starting for the most part. But Curtis, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? Are you recording me recording? You can't do that.
It's the making of video.
You can't do this. So Curtis is being a jackass, as he usually is. A lot going on. It's hard to compute and take in everything we've done thus far since we've been here. Full on, Amy and I have literally, Steve, Cam, Curtis, Mark, a couple of more of our clients were there. Rob and his brother were there. Gareth Keegan came all the way here from Denver, Colorado. Did he tell you a 17-hour drive?
It's at 18.
18? Jesus. It's going to be cool. You know, I like the way the sale's setting up in the sense that I've told everybody, we'll go over some of this stuff. You know, I talked in a number of my videos about sale placement, and every so often we get people asking what you mean by that. So this is exactly what we're talking about. Sometimes you'll have groupings of horses that are going to go for a larger amounts of money, and you'll have people that are going to wait for them. We wait for them from time to time. Other trainers will wait for horses. In the meantime, there may be horses that slip through the cracks. Horses that they would have bought, except they were waiting for another horse. It happens all the time. Another takeaway from the top end of the sale will be this year, horses that are only one jurisdiction. You know, Kentucky is such a draw right now. This is a double-edged sword. Kentucky is such a draw right now that everybody wants something and Kentucky eligible, but what you have to realize is everybody is something in Kentucky eligible for the most part. So what you're left with is a lot of horses eligible to somewhere in Kentucky. What that means is horses that are only eligible to Pennsylvania or Ontario or New Jersey, New York. Those horses also, you may see a little bit of a discount from them. And the biggest discount of all will be which sires slide a bit this year, and there absolutely will be. People forget that there's only so much money in harness racing. There's a lot, and most of it will descend on Kentucky this week, especially day one. But there is only so much money. And when you look at new sires like Six Pack and Green Shoe that got very good mares, they're going to demand very good money. So is it going to be Cantab Hall? Last year I told you guys I thought it was going to be Father Patrick. It wasn't at all Father Patrick. So who is it going to be this year? Who is going to be a sire where you're going to find the most value? We have to be ready to shift on our feet really, really quickly, because if Father Patrick holds his value, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Six Pack, being a first crop sire, is not going to have the shine that everybody thinks he will. I would find it hard to believe that it's not Green Shoe. But something will give in the sale. Something will give in the sale. And it's up to us just to be able to look at different storylines and say, okay, if it's this horse that's taking away a little bit, I think we should maneuver in that direction or away from that horse, so to speak. So a lot going on at the sale, and it all happens very, very quickly. This is the coolest part of the sale, but you really have to be ready, because those horses that slip through the cracks every year, there's trainers that say, how did that horse go for that? Or how did you end up with that horse? We want to be the people that end up with those horses that people are left scratching their head back at after and saying, I thought that horse would have brought more. Those are our horses, and that's what we're looking for. That's what we're trying to acquire. So, I didn't bring you a ton of videos this week. I brought you a video about the 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, all up to 9. 2 through 9. I didn't do the stables this week, as they are going to be changing quite a bit. Some horses are going out. Some horses are coming in. Horses we're buying this week are going to end up in different places. So what will happen after Lexington will be most important. For now, where are we? Where's our hotel at? I just went past. No, I almost went past it. I didn't go past it. For right now, we are back to the hotel. We're going in to get a bite to eat. I'm going to do a number of videos for you tonight about some of the horses. We did a lot this afternoon. Curtis is going to have... Are we going to post any of them tonight, Kurt?
No.
Oh, when are we posting them?
They're going to be part of the show tomorrow.
Part of the show tomorrow. So you're not getting any of those videos tonight. You're going to have to tune in tomorrow. Is it going to be like on Facebook, YouTube, all our Twitters?
All the Twitters.
All the Twitters?
No, go back in.
And the
Why?
exchange
We'll be able to
grams.
get anything else.
Well, there's nothing behind it, so sweetie. And the what, Kurt?
And the exchange grams.
And the Exchangeograms. We're going to have it on Exchangeogram.
No, it won't actually be on there.
So we're going to have all the stuff tomorrow. More content for the show. You're going to have to tune in from 4 to 7, right?
4:30 to 7.
4:30 to 7 tomorrow. Why did we push it back half an hour?
I'm not sure that was discussed today, though.
Okay. 4:30 to 7 will be the show tomorrow, and it will encompass everything. A lot of information for you to take in. A lot of yearling videos, a lot of talk about those yearlings. I guess it makes more sense anyway, because you guys are going to tune in. You really do want to know what we're doing and how we're doing it. For me, I get a pretty good idea right now. We'll have some lists for you in the morning. But if you want to see why, you want to see the videos of the horses, you're going to have to tune in tomorrow, 4:30 to 7 from... Is it live? No, it won't be live.
Yeah, well.
Will?
Yeah.
Live from Lexington, Kentucky, the grounds of Fasig-Tipton. We have a little studio? Corner, tent, thing, awning.
Table.
We have an area. We have an area that we're going to be doing the show from. So it's going to be real cool. It's going to be a lot of fun. First time it's ever actually been done ever at a sale. Standardbred sale that I'm aware of.
Yep.
To have a live show where people are talking about horses. Now this is mostly our content, but we're going to have some other stuff for everybody too. You're going to get a chance to talk to and listen to some consigners. Some breeders, hopefully some trainers and drivers. But for now, we're all done. We're back at the hotel. I'm going to take down all my notes and look at all the horses I'm looking at. Make a list of my top 10 on day 1, my top 10 on day 2. Horses I'm very, very interested in. Price points on those horses. A lot of stuff for us to do before tomorrow. So, with that, a little shorter opening this week and one large list for you, but I think you understand why. I hope you do. Just a ton. This sale is a behemoth. You have a lot to tackle, a lot to do, and our job is very serious. So I hope everybody understands what we're doing, why we're trying to do it the way we're doing it, and we will be back to all of you tomorrow. Lots going on this week from Lexington, Kentucky. It all starts now. Take care.